Manga-Waido.
My name is Tomoya Okawa. I run a company with Naoki Kato, who is my childhood friend and a fellow geek. We started up this shared house system specifically for geeks. It used to be a normal shared residence, but one of the sharing spaces was a theater room, and all the rooms were soundproof. On top of that, it had all sorts of gaming devices. It was also near one of the famous events venues, and before we knew it, the place was filled with all kinds of geeks. We're living here to test out life in the place, but it has been awesome so far. Look guys, my new DVD just arrived! I love how this place has a delivery locker. It makes things so much easier. We're getting together to watch it. You guys should come and join us too! Oh, great! Yes, we'll be right there. Everybody had different geek qualities, and their feedback helped us improve the house. We appreciated all of their comments, and one day, one of the residents asked us to prepare a copy machine.
It's such a hassle, going down to the convenience store to print everything before every event. Can you guys get a nice copy machine for us?
Naoki, what do you think? I think it's a good idea. I know how hard it is to make flyers and brochures for events. It'll save a lot of time, and they won't have to stay up every night like they always do. I guess so. It'll benefit us too. We could make all the documents for our company here. Let's not waste any time! I will contact the copy machine maker!
Thank you! You're the best!
The next day, we contacted the copy machine rental company and asked them to bring the cost estimates. We were all excited to see how this change would benefit all of our lives, and I never expected what happened next.
Thank you for calling us. I am Haruto and I will be... Oh no! You're Tomoya!
Huh?
And you are... Naoki the Geek!
What? The salesperson who came to our place looked shocked to see our faces. I looked at his card and his face, and tried to remember who he was. Oh! You're Haruto Ito! We went to middle school together! Wow, Mr. Ito! It's been a while.
Hey! Don't act like you guys are my friends! I can't believe you're still geeks! You're a loser, just as I remember!
His attitude changed the moment he realized who we were. He scoffed at us, which was extremely irritating. But he was always like this. When we were in middle school, Haruto was the popular guy in class. He would always make derogatory comments on how pathetic we were. To him, we were losers who didn't deserve to be treated well. Not that Naoki or I ever cared. However, something happened that changed everything. If I remember right, we were on a field trip making rice. Some of the girls were having trouble getting the fire started. Haruto went to help them so he could hog the spotlight, like he always does. However, he couldn't get the fire to start. Haruto lost his temper and started making a scene. That's when Naoki came and saved the day. Why don't I try?
You? What could you possibly do, you freak?
Wow, you're good! That was so fast! Naoki, you're amazing!
Believe it or not, the fire started the moment Naoki stepped in. It's not a big deal. I read about starting fires in my favorite manga, Desert Island Dessert Time. The book Naoki mentioned is unknown to 99% of the Japanese population, so the girls were all curious about it. Naoki stayed at the center of everyone's attention that day. He did an amazing job with the cooking, and everybody, including the girls, loved the curry he made. I just read about this in a manga about cooking. You guys should all read it if you want to make good curry. Starting from that day, Naoki became the popular guy in class. The girls loved hearing all of his geek knowledge and episodes. He seemed a little overwhelmed since he wasn't used to girls talking to him. But Haruto was not happy with this situation. He started picking on Naoki every chance he got.
Get out of my way! You losers shouldn't be taking up so much space!
Ouch! Hey, Haruto! I know you bumped into him on purpose!
Shut up! It's his fault for standing in front of me!
He always seemed frustrated. Soon, his friends all started leaving his side. All the girls who used to fancy him started avoiding him, and they all thought he was way out of line. And as Haruto started noticing how the others were treating him, he took it out on Naoki.
Bring it on! Ugh!
Piece of cake!
Yeah!
Haruto picked a fight with Naoki during PE, only to get utterly defeated by Naoki's super judo skills. He doesn't look like it, but Naoki is a strong guy. He works out to fight through the chaotic crowd of geeks at events to get the manga he wants. Plus, one of his favorite mangas was about judo, so he mastered some moves. Haruto was crushed when he found out Naoki was stronger than him. He never came close to us after that. I was disappointed when I saw him because I was hoping I would never run into him ever again. However, he was here on business. I figured I should at least hear him out and let him talk about the copy machines. But instead of doing his job, Haruto started insulting us. According to him, geeks were incapable of maintaining a business. He hadn't changed the slightest bit since middle school. We did our best to dodge his rude comments and directed him toward the door. Afterwards, we asked other rental companies for rental plans. We decided to sign a contract with a different company.
What? You idiot! You're supposed to sign a contract with me!
Jeez. I was impressed. How could he think we would sign a contract with him after how he treated us? There's another company willing to rent out a better copy machine for a lower fee.
Damn it! You're gonna regret this!
I'm recording this conversation. You're the one who will regret speaking to me like this when we go to the police.
I don't give a crap! Just sign the contract with me! My boss will kill me if you don't!
We can't. Everything's decided now. The copy machine is coming the day after tomorrow. By then, I thought I made myself clear, so I didn't expect him to call us again. However, Haruto surprised us. He used a despicable trick to threaten us.
Are you sure you aren't going to sign the contract with me? Look at this!
Huh? What the heck is that? What's going on? Are you guys fighting?
Hey, there you are, Naoki! I know this is your book!
I don't think that's mine, Haruto.
I stole it when I went to your place, just in case you guys decided not to sign the contract.
I'm not into boys' love. It's not mine.
Don't lie to me! You're the only freak who's creepy enough to be reading this kind of crap!
Haruto seemed to be holding a thin boys' love book. I had no idea what he wanted to prove with the book.
If you won't sign the contract, say goodbye to your precious book!
What the heck, man? If it's not Naoki's, it could be anyone's property! Cut it out, now!
Shut up! If you want your book back, say you'll sign the contract!
We've already signed a contract with another company. You need to bring the book back. Hey, what are you doing?
Stop! Don't do it! You losers need a lesson! This is what you get for disobeying my orders!
Haruto ripped the book into pieces and threw the remains into the river.
No!
We heard one of the female employees shriek.
That was my most treasured item!
Her name is Miss Mono. She's worked with us for a long time, and she's also a resident of the shared house.
This can't be true! That's not just any book! They don't sell it anywhere anymore!
Haruto! Do you realize what you've done? The book he just ripped up is a masterpiece by an author called Yano. It's worth more than 200,000 yen.
What? There's no way that gross piece of trash is worth 200,000 yen!
You can only find them in second-hand bookstores. And if you're lucky to find one, they cost about 300,000 yen. I looked up the book online and showed Haruto the page I was reading. He turned pale.
You can't be serious. It's just a stupid book.
It may be a stupid book to you, but it's the most important thing in my life! I don't know how I'm going to live without it, you jerk!
Haruto, you've committed a grave crime.
What?
He's right. Damage to private property? You could get thrown in jail for under 3 years for this.
What? You can't be serious! Thrown in jail? I'm not going to jail!
It's the price you need to pay for damaging the most important thing in my life! I will never forgive you!
What?
Miss Mono was totally serious. She sued Haruto, just like she said. Haruto begged her to forgive him. Miss Mono, being the kind person she is, told him she would let it go if he could get her the same book. Naoki and I spent the next few days searching. We looked at auctions and secondhand book sites to find the book. In the end, we were lucky Naoki was so good at finding things online. The book cost Haruto 400,000 yen. Haruto kept saying it cost too much, and how there was no way he was paying for it. You're in no position to be complaining about the price. You need to pay up and apologize to Miss Mono properly. Haruto knew I was right. He clenched his teeth and paid the 400,000 yen and apologized to Miss Mono.
Naoki, I don't know how to thank you. How about I start by taking you out for some coffee?
You don't have to thank me. I know how much that book meant to you. I would be furious if it happened to me. But I have no interest in girls in the real world. My heart belongs to the 2D manga world.
I see.
Even Miss Mono seemed to be put off by Naoki's words. In any case, we were all relieved the whole thing was over, and peace had returned. However, it wasn't the end for Haruto. His wife found out about the money he had to pay to get the book back to Miss Mono, and they ended up in a huge fight. I heard from one of our former classmates. During the fight, his wife blew up on him. She had it with all the rough behavior and violent language Haruto made her deal with while they were married. They ended up getting a divorce. I also heard that he was demoted. I might be to blame for that, since I called his company to tell them what he did, and that we would never be signing a contract with them. I also asked them to keep an eye on him so he wouldn't attack us again. My bad. I guess he couldn't take the shame and humiliation. He quit the company a few months later. He's now jumping from job to job as a part-timer. His parents cut him off too. When he got divorced, he had to sell his parents' house to pay child support. I heard his parents were furious. I caught a glimpse of Haruto tottering into an internet cafe, but he looked just awful. I don't feel bad though. He deserves everything that happened. He shouldn't have treated other people's things like he did, whether they were geeks or not.
Oh, Tomoya and Naoki, you came at the right time. I need your help.
Okay, sure. We need to staple all these? I'm on it!
Thanks. Whoa, he's fast.
The copy machine has helped all of us at the shared house. Geeks have been contacting us non-stop about the shared residence. We are considering building a second one since there are so many interested. Naoki and I are both excited to see what the future holds for us and our company.